There are songs that don't just remind you of a person, they remind you of a time. A time when everything felt bigger, brighter, and just simpler. Here Is Gone by the Goo Goo Dolls isn't just a song about longing or heartbreak. It's the sound of being young, of those nights when even a small heartbreak felt like the whole universe shifting. Listening to it now, you're not just hearing the music. You're remembering the drive with the windows down, the late night phone calls, the friends you talked to until the sun came up, and that feeling of being completely alive and completely free. Today, we're diving into why this song still hits, why it carries that carefree, nostalgic energy, and how it perfectly captures the teenage years we all wish we could visit again. Today, we're diving into why this song still hits, why it carries that carefree, nostalgic energy, and how it perfectly captures the teenage years we all wish we could visit again.
Welcome back to our channel. So what do we do here? Pop culture philosophy.
Yeah, welcome back to our channel. As she said, this is Pop Culture Philosophy, where we take a deeper dive into the art we love. Today is Music Corner. Typically for Music Corner, it's me playing songs for my wife for the first time, and she gets to experience why I love these songs so much, since music is such a huge part of my life. Today we're kind of going into a different path with this segment. We both have heard this song. This isn't so much like of a reaction to the song, but more of like a discussion about the song. And today is very special to me because I love this band. It's one of the earlier bands I got into when I was getting into rock music in like the early 2000s. Today we're discussing Goo Goo Dolls, Here Is Gone. And we're going to be discussing this in a different manner just because I don't really want to discuss like the song or the impact on the culture, but more of the emotional ties it bonded with us and how it kind of binded that feeling. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go and re-listen to the song again, and I just want to like kind of talk about it. I have a lot of thoughts about the song and kind of like the feelings about it, kind of more of like the emotional nostalgic factor of it. I'm very curious to kind of hear your thoughts about it too and see if we kind of end up on the same nostalgic vibe of it. This is the Goo Goo Dolls, Here Is Gone.
Let's go.
I love this song so much.
I know.
Love it. Hey, a caterpillar. I wonder what it represents.
So hot. Even the caterpillar's dancing.
Wow, the song is so beautiful.
I know.
Oh, but this chorus, man. I feel it. To be young and carefree again, hey?
I know.
Song brings like a tear to my eye, man.
So good.
What a beautiful video.
I know. Oh, it turned into a butterfly.
Is that what caterpillars do? So yeah, as I said, we've already heard the song, so we just kind of wanted to discuss the song. And why I wanted to discuss the song is because, I don't know, lately I've been listening to the song and like a lot of like early 2000 songs and just songs from the 90s as well. And it's brought such like a nostalgic vibe back to our life, I feel. In our day and age, everything is moving so fast with just everything, with technology and just social media and everything. You know, some say that time travel doesn't exist, but I don't think it does in a literal sense. I think it does in a metaphorical sense. And when I hear a song by the Goo Goo Dolls, Here Is Gone, you know, it takes me back to a carefree time. It takes me back to my teenage years. It takes me back to an era of just stillness and calmness, but also like angst and, you know, a time where, you know, you thought the whole world was going to end just because you got your heart broken. Yeah, it takes me back to a carefree existence, you know, at a time where just everything was in front of you. The whole world was in front of you. And that's what the song captures. You know, the meaning of the song comes from a very dark place in Johnny Rzeznik's life. We don't have to go into that because that's not what really like this part of the channel is about, or like what this segment is about, but it's just a feeling of it. There's something about just the instrument and the harmony and the chorus. The chorus is such a soaring chorus. Like, here is gone. Like, in a moment, time can just pass you by. You know, time is the greatest thief. You know, when I'm just listening to the song and I'm watching the music video, I'm just getting just that old teenage vibe. I'm getting that standing in a field and you're just seeing the wind blow by you and you're ready to see the world. Like, the world is right in front of you and you're about to conquer it and you're about to fall into it. And like, what does that mean? And as I said, like, time travel may not exist, but it does in a metaphorical sense, because this song really takes me back. Like, I can still feel my teenage years when I listen to the song. I can taste it. I can smell it. And what I love about this song is that it brings me back to a simpler time, just a time of just no social media. Nothing is rushed. Everything is in plain sight in front of you and everything means something. It's such a nostalgic, beautiful vibe to the song. And I don't know, it takes me back. It just, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm longing for yesteryear because I love our life, but you know, sometimes it's just when you look at your life and you're just like, man, everything is just moving by so fast. Like, you know, our child is growing up so quickly and, you know, just time is going by fast. You know, I'm 37, you're 30, and like, it's just wow, like how much time has gone by. And are we living in the moment or are we just living for the next day? And back when, you know, we were teenagers or when we were just younger, we were living in the moment every day and everything meant more and everything was just slower and everything just had more meaning to it. And that's what the song kind of brought out for me.
I feel that way too. Like, I feel very nostalgic when listening to this song. They're just, Goo Goo Dolls is just the voice of that. Not that they don't hit right now, but they just really remind us of how it was back then. They're like a bookmark in a chapter of our lives. It's not painful to hear this song, but it's just nostalgic just because something that we've been through. This is like our past lives. We've been here, we've been through this, but now we've matured and we know how it is, and it just like reminds us so much of how it was back then, you know? Like, even where they were performing the song, like an old house, like old abandoned house. Who doesn't have an old abandoned house when they were younger? Like, just a old shed that you know, nobody hangs out with, so all the kids go hang out there because like nobody goes there, no adults are there. That's just kind of the feeling that it brings back. The music video is just, it's a lot of reminiscent things, events in our lives that were there, like the library, the school. It's just so beautiful to think back, because like now that as we are getting older, it's weird sometimes to think that we are getting older because it doesn't feel that way. I just felt like I just graduated high school last year. But then here we are, like being an adult, doing adult things. And so listening to a music like this, watching the music video, it just really just takes me back to that wonderful time where everything was slow, there was no real stakes, there was no real responsibility. It's just more like a wishful thinking that, oh, I wish like I kind of lived there a little bit longer. Not that we're not happy in this life. I freaking love my life right now. I think I'm the happiest in my life right now.
It's just a different type of feeling.
Yeah, it's just like a different feeling. Like you're just so, you can be nostalgic. You can look back without feeling sad or without wanting to really be there. But it's just that feeling of to have a time in your life to not have actual real stakes. Because to be honest, man, being an adult and having real stakes every day and keeping together, it's a big deal. It's like, you know, exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, like to me, it's like finding an old book or finding an old movie and just watching it again or reading the book again. And you just, I don't know, everything just comes flooding back. And I feel like sometimes in our day and age, we tend to forget about yesterday. We tend to forget about moments of the past that define us now, because the fact that we can look back in our teenage years or in our younger days and we hold it as such fond memories, that is a wonderful thing. You know, that is a beautiful thing. That's how it should be, you know, because there's so much turmoil in this world right now. It is beautiful to kind of look back and realize like it's always been beautiful. Even right now, it's beautiful. The fact that we are blessed enough to sit down and kind of like remember it as well. And not only that, create new memories. Because I'm not just talking about like my teenage years, you know, when I think about, you know, even when we first met, we've been together now for almost 12 years. Even when I look back on that, it's a beautiful sense. Like some say that nostalgia is one hell of a drug, but sometimes nostalgia is just something for the soul. It's almost like food for your soul, because sometimes you need a reminder of that. Things are still great now, but you know, things have always been good. Like life is one long book and some chapters aren't always the best, but in the grand scheme of it all, that book is still amazing to read. And I feel that's what this song kind of brings out, that it makes me remember, you know, yesteryear, but it also reinforces that live in the moment right now. And I think that's the issue. I think us millennials were the most nostalgic generation ever because the world has changed so much, but that doesn't stop us from living in the now. Create moments now, right? And I think that's the meaning of life. You know, the meaning of life is to find meaning. It doesn't matter what it is. And I think that, you know, disconnect a bit from technology, disconnect from social media, and you look at the music video and you look at all the teenagers and all the young adults. They're all just out there in the world living life. No phone, no social media, nothing. They're just out there and they're just braving the storm. And, you know, my favorite lyric of the song is at the very end where he sings, and that line, you know, it can mean many things, but to me, that line is just, you know, we're out in a field and the wind is blowing and we're at the cusp of adulthood. You know, we're like right here, here's the cusp and here's like the adult world. And you're just right there and you're looking at it and you're seeing your future ahead of you, all your hopes and all your dreams. And you know that today is going to end and tomorrow is going to start anew. And like, what are you doing for tomorrow that's going to make every day meaningful? So, you know, time is still here. Time is still going past us. So live in the moment. Like try to create memories now so that, you know, we're not always trying to like remember when it was good, because today is good. You know, the fact that we are breathing, the fact that we can like live a life with our friends and our family and that we can create moments with each other, do that again. You know, we're so nostalgic for like the 90s, like us millennials, but the 90s didn't go anywhere, right? You can have it in every, you know, factor of your life. And by saying that, I mean, as I said, disconnect and go back to living a life how we used to live too. Not everything needs to be online. Not everything needs to be on social media. You know, go out into a field and go fly a kite. You know, we're not too old to be living that life, man. We're all pretty blessed. And this song just makes me feel so happy. It makes me feel nostalgic, but it makes me also want to make every day nostalgic. So that's my final thoughts on it. I love this song. Here Is Gone by the Goo Goo Dolls is just an incredible song. The music video, even like the color of the music video, it matches the song, it matches the era, and it matches the vibe of it. So, and I love it, you know?
So in a way, that's kind of what we're doing in this channel. We're trying to relive the things that we used to love when we were young. Because to be honest, I think as we grow older, our taste never really changed. No. Like, I think we just matured in life, being responsible and everything, but our taste, like what we still love, is still the same as we were younger. And so that's why like songs like these, it really brings a lot of nostalgia, just because it still like hits us and it still like makes us feel like young as we were then, and it gives us so much more happiness to listen to songs like this.
Well said. I'm very happy that we're doing this. We'll be doing this a lot more with other songs, just kind of like not really the meaning of it, but just kind of like, I don't know, the feeling of it. I want to like dive more into these type of songs. I want us to kind of go back to how it used to be, where things were a bit slower and we actually got to experience and actually talk to each other, have long form conversation, because that is what is missing in our world right now. But hopefully you guys stuck around for this, and I would love to know your thoughts on the song itself and maybe just a nostalgic feeling that you have about life in general. So yeah, so grateful and thankful that you guys watched this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you.